Hey everybody, welcome back to BDG Reviews and night 6 of the 31 Days of Horror. What I got for you tonight is another movie that I watched digitally, so again, I can't hold anything up, but the movie's Cobweb. Uh, this was an interesting flick. Essentially, the basic plot of it, you have this kid, and, his parents are kind of weird. You feel that right from the beginning. And he's hearing noises in his room, and they're all like it's your imagination. You got like a vivid imagination, like go back to bed or whatever. Um, Eventually, he starts hearing voices, the voice of a girl to be specific, and essentially it tells him that like I'm your sister. I've been locked up in these like in the walls. I need you to get me out, sort of thing. Uh, so it's got kind of that like people under the stairs vibe, where the parents are very very sus. There's so many red flags that go up with these parents. That like I said, when I was watching it, I got to about kind of like the maybe halfway mark, and I'm like, am I just watching a remake of People Under the Stairs? That's what I felt, but that changes, and it goes in a very interesting direction. Essentially, this kid, his sister tells him, like he's being bullied by this other kid, and she's like, like push him back, and he does right down the stairs, and you get a really cool effect of this kid at the bottom of the stairs with his legs twisted at weird angles and everything. So he ends up getting essentially expelled. His teacher shows up to the house, to check up on him and stuff, and it's very evident, there's something up with the parents or whatever. They don't like the teacher being there. Eventually, do I want to go spoilerific in this or not? I don't know. I'll be vague. I'll say it like that. Essentially, his sister is locked up in the house. There's a damn good reason why she's locked up in the house. She's not particularly human. It's never gone into specifics. Like, it's never said like she's like a supernatural being or whatever. But there is something definitely off. She's not a normal person, that's for sure. There's something definitely wrong. And there's a good reason why the parents locked her up. Just saying. The acting in this movie, decent, honestly. The kid wasn't annoying, which is something I always applaud. When you get a movie with a kid that's not annoying, I'm always happy about it. The kid that plays the bully, funnily enough, is actually Luke Busey. Yeah, he's Gary Busey's son. And, Gary Busey's an old dude, but this kid's like 8 or 9. So, man's got some, got some overactive boys, if you will. Let's just say that. Yeah, all in all, acting pretty decent all the way around. I didn't have any issues with any of it. The effects, solid, but not. I'll get into that. The physical effects are really good. The twisted legs on the kid down the stairs, beautiful. A lot of the damage that you see happen to people, pretty damn good. There's CG in the last third of the movie, and I find that CG a bit problematic, personally. It's just, I get why you went that way, because you wanted something that didn't look really natural. And it works, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel it. I don't know. I don't know if it was over lit. Let's put it this way: the quote unquote, I'll say the creature. You know, you don't see much of it until the end of the movie, but it kind of suffers from Insidious syndrome, where you get this thing. It's creepy as hell, but then they show it so much that you're like, oh. And I mean, you only see it like a whole lot, like in literally one scene right at the end. I'm not going to go into what the scene's about, but you get a pretty good look at it at the end, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay. I don't know. And then, the ending itself, I found the ending to be a bit of a letdown. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know how I would make it better if I was making a movie. But I don't know. There's just something about the ending that just... Essentially, the movie was going like right up there, right up there. Then it gets to the ending, and the ending's like, oh, okay. I maybe it's just me. I don't know. If you've seen it, let us know down in the comments what you thought of the ending. I just thought it was a bit of a letdown. For a rating, though, this movie gets 9 out of 10. This is a great little creepy film with a decent kid actor and 98% really good effects. So, take that for what you will. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Just like I said, the end might be a bit of a letdown. It might not. You guys might see it and you might be like, "Oh, wow, that was a good ending." I don't know. I just found it to be a bit off. But that's just me. So yeah, that's it for me. See you tomorrow.